Take two on this. So, once again, we got Quadfather and Eddie. They have both been on here before. They actually have fought each other before, but the first time I only commented Quadfather when they fought, and then I commentated Eddie by himself. I think I put Teddy in the thumbnail. So this is the first time that I actively commentate them both together, and they're gonna be in two separate videos. So these first four that you guys are viewing on YouTube, this one is specifically geared towards Quadfather. The next four are going to be geared specifically for Eddie. However, I'm probably going to point out some things from both of them in each one of these games, just in case there's anything glaring. But let's get to it. That's a good start right there. So that right there is a huge waste of your time. So really good start. Then the second he does a full dash away, you can just full hop can, and that should just kind of be your go-to answer. Because from this distance, if you full hop can, that can's out no matter what. He's either going to have to choose to go after that can, or he's going to have to choose to go after you. So you have an automatic setup right there. Where this is nothing. Like, even throwing out a gunman would at least be doing something, and he can't. This character could physically not punish you at this distance. So you really got to take advantage of that. Oh man, yeah, that was the percentage for up there. Good. Yeah, Lucina and Martha are actually like the easiest character to get the double clay pigeon combo on. Okay, yeah. So you did have the back air there, which probably would have killed him. If not, you probably could have done one more clay pigeon into the double jump up air. But something that he did right there, the air dodge down. So if you tell yourself that they're going to air dodge, because like he's probably used to getting hit by clay pigeon enough that he's going to air dodge more than anything. He might dolphin slash eventually. You can just up smash that. Or F smash it. Like you plan to do a smash attack because they air dodge, and you get the kill on them ridiculously early. Yeah, so that was kind of sketchy right there. Let's look at that whole sequence. So, okay. After you get like the lead shrimp on them, like your first instinct should be drop down up air. So then that way you can automatically get a punish on them. So then there you hit the up air. You can start pinging the can so that way the explosion will hit them on their way up. So then that way they'll just send them off stage there, or they would go center stage. And then from this position, you just kind of wait and shield. And as the saying goes, you take the throw. And if she does a full hop like this, then you can just like full hop up air in that instance. Or you wait for her to like get close to landing, and then that's when you do your roll. Because most likely she's going to fall down with attack. So you could go for the parry, or you can go for the roll. Those are like your two options. That was really good use if you can there. There we go. Easy shield can. Yeah, so if she whiffs her F tilt, you can punish her. Like, it's not jab. That is not going to recover quickly at all. We can get out the frame data. F tilt. 33 frames active. So after her F tilt is done, she's stuck in lag for 22 frames. So when she whiffed that, you had more than enough time to at least get a dash attack out or dash grab. Something along that nature. So something that you have to remember that you can do is that you can like up tilt your can. So like right here, just like dash up tilt and make sure the dog is facing left, because when you up tilt it, it's going to go right. So you could up tilt it, ping it right, set it to the blinking state. So that way, if she decides to touch it all, it'll just automatically blow up on her. And with a fresh can, that would kill. Unless you got really good DI on it. Oof. Now that's death. I got lucky. Yeah, you have to remember if they're far back, you're not going to be to get up attacking that. Yeah, also to keep in mind, F smash is fairly laggy as well. F smash is 51 frames, so if that whiffs, you can punish that, at least from that distance. Yeah, you really don't want Clay Pigeon to be your panic option in there. So this is kind of like your issue right here, is that you're not really doing anything that's like constructive for yourself at all. So like even if we look at this entire sequence right here. Okay. So she actively made your job really easy. So first of all he has to do is throw out any attack and it's going to beat out your attack because she has a sword and you don't. That is all this Lucina player has to do. But because like he decides to dash away, he gives you ample time to like do your full hops and everything and just get like a full setup going. So that way you can find yourself back like really easily. But you just decide to do an attack and like a really easy one to punish too. And then you just decide to go on top of them. You should never be trying to land on top of like any character. Like landing on top of a character is never going to be a good idea. Because most characters have like decent anti-airs to themselves. Especially sword characters. I don't think there's a single sword character that doesn't have a good anti-air. But yeah, see, like that's kind of the issue with you going for like tilts there. It's just like you're never going to reach the range, nor are you ever going to trade favorably against it. So like that's the reason why you need your projectiles. Ah, yeah, you had the right idea. I mean, not Nair. Nair I don't think was the good choice. Like, in this sequence... A little bit more. Actually... This was right here. Yeah, like at that point, you do like turn around, double jump, back air. So then that way you just send her out. So the reason why you do back air in this like percentage right over here is so that way she needs to recover. Because if you do up air, she's going to live, and you want to keep up air. You want to keep up air as fresh as possible, so you can kill her as early as you can with that. Because you're always going to be hitting your opponent a lot with up air. Remember, when you grab your opponent there, just be a little patient. Be a little bit patient. Just be a little patient. Just grab, ping that can, you know, get your two pummels in, forward throw them so then they get thrown into that can. Always remember that. Like, because you missed that one little sequence, like, all the rest of that thing just, like, kind of rolled into yourself, and now you're here. Remember, you can also do up smash out of shield. So like if you ever fight somebody and they whiff a grab like that close to you, just one more. Yeah, like if they ever whiff a grab that close to you, you can do an up smash out of shield and punish that. There we go. Glad to see the Marth Slayer there. Cake, if you're watching, remember that. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, like at that point, when you're right next to her and like she whiffs a move, your goal should be to like kind of like get away from her and just like get your space back to set up, especially at this higher percent. You don't really want to be scrambling right next to her. Okay, you had the DI. I was kind of worried you weren't. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, like you have to remember, like if you do that, like drop down, jump fair, and they're holding shield, they can just dolphin slash out of shield, and you're just dead. And considering that it's not Marth, it's not like she has to worry about the spacing. It's just gonna straight up kill you. So that's a horrible thing to do when you're at high percents against this character in particular. Um, but yeah, also just like pretty panicky. You weren't ever trying to like set up. Like you were trying to like run into them more. And like especially your options from ledge. Like you most of the time you were at ledge, you did standard get up into an attack. And against Lucina, as long as he picked up on that, he could just like space himself like right there and then just like F smash you and kill you at 70%, like really, really easily. So you need to be very scared. You need to be very careful about that. You would jump. That's not too uncommon out of shield. But the thing is, you need to wait to see them do it before you actually go for it. Like you don't hold ledge long enough to nearly see something like that happen. And even if he jumps, their forward air is probably going to beat you out. So next one. That looks like it was ready for yet. Yeah, you have to remember you can't hit cannons to shield. So right there, perfect. So when you like whiff that back air, all you want to do is drift like right here to like this little center part. So then that way, if they do like a get up attack or like roll in one direction or the other, you'll be in position to like dash up and like jump and do your aerial against them. Going that far made it like you if you went that far and like she rolled to the right, you wouldn't have been able to respond. There we go. Perfect. There we go. That's how we do fair after clay pigeon. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's very hard to react to online. Oh, God. Oof. Bad reactions. Overall, that was really good right there. Like, basically, you didn't put yourself in danger, and you waited for him to overcommit to put himself in danger. So that was a really good sequence. So that was kind of a waste of a can there. Let's go back here. So if you let this thing like fall down to this area in particular, you might have been able to put the cannon in like a 2-frame area. But like that other ping just kind of messed it up. So if it landed here, like if the cam most likely would have been in this position, it would have knocked them to the left, and they would have been stage spiked as well. So keep that in mind. Getting cannon in this golden area right here against like Marth Lucina, really, really good. Really, really good thing to do. Yeah, there you kind of messed up the spacing. I think right here. So this is way too far. So, and you have to remember, the can needs to be on the outside of your shield. If it's on the inside, what it's going to do is going to knock the can behind your shield and it's going to explode in the back there. That's never going to detonate. You need to make sure you're there. And then the hitbox from Martha and Lucina tends to come up right about here, like where like this little shine is. That's where their hitbox tends to go up. So you want to put the can over there. I think in this case it would have hit it. But because of where your shield is, it like just missed. Yeah, like your shield completely protected it. Yeah, you angled down your shield too, dang. Yeah, you fully protected that. One thing I'm not sure is I don't know how it works against parry. Because like it will explode on parry, but I don't know if it travels. That's one thing I have to check. That was good. Because like you held your shield for so long that it got smaller. That's nice. But yeah, I think like just kind of illustrate an example of like how strong Duck Hunt's ledge game is. Let's see. When did the second stock start? So it was like kind of like from 80. Let's see. When do you get him to the ledge? Okay. So basically from 130 all the way to this. So for almost 30 seconds, you kept Teddy trapped at the ledge. That's the thing that like people need to. That's something that like people need to like ingrain in their heads. Why is Duck Hunt good? His ledge trapping is annoying, and it can drain you just like getting hit over and over and over again. And it's like, if we don't get the exact setup for the kill, it's a slow burn, and like the mental taxation that takes on somebody is immense. And it's like, it's not like that they're doing a bad job. It's just that you can cover everything with Duck Hunt. Like there's not much you can really do. It's just you have to hope that we time our things wrong. That's the thing. It's like you will get the kill and you will deal the damage. That was a really, really good clay vision there. Good tech. Yeah. So in that instance, you could have buffered a can out, but like that's like advanced play there. Call outs. Also, that can was set up for the Marth Slayer, so I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for it there. Yeah, that's the issue with going for F tilt in a situation like that. Really easy for Lucina to punish it. So, just to like talk a little bit more intricacies about the Marth Slayer is yeah, no, Marth Slayer's hard to avoid. You basically need to learn the perfect sweet spot where you do your up B and the hitbox does not go above the ledge, so you need to go deep. So like in this case, because the can was at the top and the hitbox from Dolphin Slash went up that high, the explosion was at the top. So that was the reason why that's the reason why like this didn't kill you. Yeah, it's like from that position, you could have like done like a little walk back and then F tilted. Yeah, good stuff. Just keeping the pressure on. Yeah. Honestly, like, if you're not ready for the drag downs, then you can't be ready. You won't be ready to convert off of them. But drag downs are so cool. I think it's right here. Yeah. So, like, there, you could have easily gotten a jab or a grab off of that. But no one's ready for that. That's what we strive for, not to be horrible all the time. Oh, yeah. That one was a bit hard. Like, around this percentage, that's when you expect to go for up air, because, like, back air will almost never meet at the height there. Up tilt. Yeah, up tilt's not really consistent on that, just depending on how the drag down was working. That was really good spacing. So, actually, let's point out. Okay, so this is a very, very, very good infograph to have. If your opponent is at this can distance and they have a sword and they decide they want to go and fair you, and you decide to stay right here, and they're rushing towards you, this means that you're able to like literally hit every single attack that they whiff. Because it's like they're gonna go for it here, and you know they're gonna fall. So it's like they're always gonna be able to get hit by F tilt within that whiff punish range. And you see, it's like they also keep falling forward too, because they can't just like immediately shift their momentum once they've done their attack, unless it's a special. Oh, why'd you ping it? So like one thing that's really nice is from side blast zone, from ledge to side blast zone, it's really, really narrow in Town and City. So Marth Slayer should kill like a lot earlier on that stage. Oh, yeah, he got you. Yeah, mix-ups like that you just need to be ready for. At least you're ready for the combo. Oh, no! So when you get them at, like, percentages like that, like, you know, you need to... So you could tell that your opponent was DIing in like crazy. So when that happens, like, you can easily get, like, the up air, down air, or nair. That was just, like, that was not going to connect. Oof, yeah, you weren't ready to shield. So that's something that you can take advantage of, which, like, low-key, you'll only think about this, like, once you've played this game enough. Yeah, it was after this. So now that her shield is really low, you can think about, like, doing shield pokes. So, like, when you're ready, like, this shield I look out for a lot, so then that way I can throw cans on their head. And then if they're shielding on, like, platforms and stuff like that, I look for this so I can hit their feet with can. Like, that's something that you could take a lot of advantage of, but you only kind of look for that, like, once you have enough control over your can. Like, that is something that whenever, like, somebody's shielding at ledge and, like, I had to recover to it, I specifically look to ping my can to, like, pop them out of their shield and then, like, just get them out. Because, like, one thing you need to remember, is you have to remember that this is the hitbox of Can. It's really, really tiny. So that's the reason why this Can is amazing at shield poking, because you just aim for that. That's cool. So this was a very, very old Smash 4 setup, which you kind of had to slightly modify for Ultimate. So Smash 4, what you would do is after you ping the can to fall off to force them to do a standard get up, what you do is you'd walk up and up tilt, and that would just kill them. In this game, you walk up, and then when they're doing their standard get up, you do down angled up tilt, and then you just, at this percentage, it would definitely kill. So something to keep in mind. Because the thing is, F-tilt lasts for 5 frames, and it doesn't lose its strength at all. So it's a really, really good hitbox to have for ledge trapping. Got lucky there. I remember, Shield Cannon's been working a lot against Eddie, so you can definitely use that a lot more. Eddie, you just need to space better. Yeah. So yeah, that sliding F tilt is like the bane of Duck Hunt in this matchup. I think it's ridiculously good. Because like when he does like run up dash pivot F tilt, like Lucina slides from here to here, and plus there's an F tilt there, and it's really big. It can anti-air as well. So that's like the one thing you have to look out for. The main thing you have to remember about F tilt is if it does hit your shield, it's not safe. It's negative 15. So she has to space it perfectly for that to work. But like if the inner part of the sword hits you when she does it, and you can grab that. Oof. Had a good setup going there. So, very glad you didn't do this. So whenever Lucina's juggling like that, the one thing you don't do is you don't jump. Because the second that she catches your jump and she carries you off stage, you're dead. Yeah, you actually had the can there. So something else to remember that you want to do is like you want to get underneath. Getting underneath Martha and Lucina is a very, very powerful position. Just because like when they have to like land on top of you, they don't really have a lot of tools. For example, neutral air is fairly safe at like -3 and 4, but they still have like the whole distance to follow. Forward air is -6. Normally fairly safe if spaced, but like if she does it on the top of your shield and everything, very, very easy to just grab. Back air -5, but kind of the same issues as forward air. Down air is -9, so if she tries to land on that, basically the one thing she has is she can mix it up. But both forward air and back air, very easy moves to parry. Neutral air, the only thing you have to worry about is like the second hit, but if she hits you with the first hit and you let go shield immediately, you'll automatically parry the second hit. So like, that's about the only one you need to worry about. And yeah, so whenever you're in this situation here where Lucina's going to back air you, you do full hop, you jump can. So the reason why you jump can is so that way you both get hit by it. In this scenario here, Lucina would be stuck under the stage and she would have lost her jump. So she can't make it back unless she's really lucky and she just like hits right here. And then you, if you DI in, probably would live that. What percentage were you at? 96. Yeah. Yeah, if you did full hop can there, you would have lived. Because you're only at 96%. Yeah. That's the reason why it's important to have your can ready. So one thing that you should notice immediately is like, it took you this long to get a can ready when he wasn't even approaching you. So as long as he's not approaching you, you should have like all the time in the world to make sure you get your setups ready. And then see like, realistically, when Lucina's in a position like that, technically, yes, she could go for down air, but that's not going to be an option that you're going to see a Lucina player go for. And it's frame 9. And like your up air is frame 5, I believe. Duck on up air. Frame 6. So like full hop up air is going to be really hard for her to react to. Like you're going to hit her if you go for it when she's in a position like that. So another thing, when you hit them at like lower percents. So let's look at this again. So back air, she needs to land there. So then that way you'll basically be guaranteed to get another back air there. Because like, it's just like, it's going to be really hard for her to avoid a string in that scenario. Oh, that's weird. Music glitched. Yeah, so that's something you always need to be ready for. Whenever somebody like hits your can, they are stuck there way longer than normal, so you can just always full hop aerial them. So just be ready for that. That's a very common thing that you'll do against like sword characters. And that's also something else that you can do. Oh. So, stream's restarting. But basically, yeah, whenever you have like the full hop there, you just need to be ready to hit that. So, sorry about that. Unfortunately, so the weird thing is this. If I use Wi-Fi with my PC, it doesn't do this cutout. But whenever I use LAN, it'll do the cutout. And I have no idea why that is. It's just something that happens. But don't worry, the recording's still okay. Yeah. So, okay, if that's where it went out. Right here. So whenever they do a full hop aerial, that's going to lock them in there for quite a long time. So you just full hop and attack them yourself. Like that basically, when you throw a can at them, think about it like them using a reflector. They're stuck in an animation for a while, and the hit lag is going to keep them in that position for even longer. So the move itself is 37 frames. So like add like 5 more. So it's like 42. So that way it's like basically they threw out a can for doing this, and you can just full up hit them. Yeah, free up air. In this case, because they're at the ledge, I would say go for forward air, back air. Another thing I wanted to talk about too is this little thing here. So against Lucina, this is against characters in general, this is a very good thing to have. So remember, this is a wall. And when you throw your can out, if you have the can like right in front of the gunman, if your opponent ever decides to hit it, it's always going to blow up like that. So like if you want to like stop her like approaching like forward tilts and stuff like that, that's a very good thing to do. Oh, yeah. Wish you completed the jab at the very least. You could have actually parried and then up smash there. But that would have been a very snappy reaction for Wi-Fi. So real quick stuff. So that whole sequence is pretty good. So that forward throw there. So whenever you get people to like the ledge, they love to double jump and land on platforms. So the only thing you really should have in your mind is, okay, let me wait for them to land so I can punish them. So like there, they did that. So you could have gone for up air, or you could have gone back, and then right as soon as they're about to land where they physically can't throw out an attack, you do like just jump back air. Very easy thing to do. Yeah, so that one, good thing you didn't go for the grab there, because she should have been able to, like, just get out of the way. That was unfortunate timing for that down tilt. So that was actually very dangerous what you did there. My guess like is you're trying to like avoid the down tilt from happening, but if she's gonna go for like a full hop and all that stuff, then this would be really good for dealing with her. Good stuff. Remember what I told you. So when you do that, you either plan for standard get up or you plan for roll. So like in this case, their roll, run, and then up smash is the easiest one. But if you're good enough at doing dash cancel to down smash, that probably would have killed her. So at that point, that was a mistake. Like, there's no real way that that's going to, like, unless she was, like, at 150, there's no real way that forward throw is going to lead into that can. Your best bet was reset can, back throw her off stage, and then do a new setup over there. Well, at least she's dead. If they're waiting that long, you don't go for that, because that's that percentage. At least at this percentage, you don't really have to worry about dying. But like if you're like at 70%, shield drop F smash, you're gone. Yeah, so that was really good control right there. Oh, yeah. See, like, when she whiffs something like that there, then you can get that punish on her. That was scary. You could have actually let that that clay pigeon linger longer, and it would physically prevent Eddie from going off stage and edge guarding you. So you actually had a really good setup there. Oof. Yeah, no. Don't even be spamming that. So you have to remember, if they do get up attack on your shield, that's a free punish too. And in this case, because it was space, I would go for the grab, but regardless. Nice parry. No! Yeah, so that was good that you ran inside there, because like by getting center stage, even if she does hit you, you're not going to die. Now that was very risky. So something to remember is like at percentages like this, you being on the inside, you being right here gives you way more control over killing her versus you being on this side. 63%, one back air from Lucina can lead to your death. That's something you need to realize. You're basically at an even game at this point. But as long as you control the center stage, you're in way more control for her and you're in a much better position. So like that's why you just wait here. You wait for her to jump, then you get that up air, or you wait for her to roll, you can get that up smash, or your down angled F tilt and all that stuff. And that's all you really need to worry about. Yeah, again, spacing on that. See, like you had the kill there. You just had to be ready to do your down angled F tilt. Also, the other thing you can do here is you can panic. You can go for like panic can trades, and as long as she's not careful, she dies. I thought you did go for that there. Yeah. I was like, you can't really just challenge her in those moments like that. So like you just made a lot of really, really, really bad calls at that last moment where you gave up like all the control that you had at keeping her at ledge, and then you just weren't ready for those times where she'd like literally just presented the stock to you, and you just had to be ready to throw out your F tilt and like just have your back turned to her. So like those are two things. So F tilt for the ground, and then when they're in the air, just spam back air. That's all you just need to trade. That's it. And you'd be good. What's up, dude? You golden? But yeah, that little emote there, the DK bear, that's all you need to do. Just keep going for that, and eventually she's gonna die. That's all I gotta worry about. So obviously I'm gonna go into the next stuff. I'm gonna speak from Eddie's or Teddy's perspective, and so we'll go from there. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. So I'm definitely be doing that, but I'll comment anything that like I see coming from you. But yeah, you just need to strap down a lot more on those like ledge guarding sequences. Make sure you don't screw up your spacing on the Marth Slayer, because obviously I think if you hit those, probably would have been dead at that point too. And then you just need to know when to go for those cantrids or not. Like you need to wait for them to physically come and attack you before you decide to go for it. Like it is Wi-Fi, so you can't exactly react to it, but it's still a frame one option, so you more than likely can. Like something that I used to do personally, especially back in Smash 4, like out of all the duck hunts, like including Rito, Brood, and all of them, I was the best one at doing can outs. Like it got to the point where if somebody had me off stage, or if they tried to combo me with a combo that wasn't true, I would make sure I was out of it every single time. Like Corrin, to get out of like her tipper, like her pin tipper, you had to be frame perfect with that off stage in order to survive that. Same with Fox's up air. I basically knew the timing for up tilt up air to like throw out the can, so that way only hit one of up air would hit me and I would get out of it, and like he just would not be able to kill me from those things. So it's just like you just have to be like really diligent with learning your timings of that, but it's something you can do. Against a character like Lucina, very easy, just because it's like you just need to wait for her to look like she's attacking you, and that's it, and then you'll be able to do it. Yeah, shield can's still a thing. He was using that quite a bit. And yeah, that's gonna be it for